The Morgan silver dollar is considered by many to be the true coin of the American Wild West. It was a coin so beloved we saw it return after a 100-year hiatus at the United States Mint in 2021. We then saw more coins released in 2023, and there are several more Morgan dollars planned for the years ahead. As a result, silver dollar fever has hit an all-time high across the United States, and collectors are falling over themselves to get their hands on the original silver dollars. And tonight we have something very special. A coin that was only struck for 2 short weeks in 1878 until the public outrage and outcry had become so bad they had to change the design for the remainder of the year. I'm of course talking about the 1878 8 tail feather Morgan dollars struck at the Philadelphia Mint. All of our coins are in beautiful uncirculated condition despite being over 146 years old. And while our limited supplies last, each of our uncirculated first year of issue mistake silver dollars are just $349.95. At that price, we are more than $320 less than our nearest competition for the same stunning silver dollar. Now, as you can see on this diagram here, the issue with the design all stemmed from the number of tail feathers that the eagle had. The coin originally came out with 8, but many members of the media and public got very upset and made an outrage saying, to their knowledge, all eagles had odd numbers of feathers. Ironically, years down the line, experts would actually come out and say, there is no actual set number, though if there is going to be a set number, it's likely to be an even number, not an odd one. And the discrepancy in those numbers comes from the fact that those raised in captivity don't grow their feathers the exact same way, and those living in the wild typically lose their feathers because they're hunting and being hunted. As a result, they ended up having the correct number originally, but were forced to change the design. The stunning silver dollar is item number 905-3057. It's 905-3057. And each of these are the original silver dollars struck in 1878 with the 8 tail feather design, making them some of the rarest Morgan dollars in the entire series. You see, they were only able to strike 749,500 total coins in those 2 weeks before they had to change the design. That is one of the smaller mintages in the entire series. It's the 4th rarest Philadelphia Mint Morgan of all time. It is easily the rarest of the year when you talk about 1878 Morgan dollars. But when you look at population reports today, you begin to see just how rare these coins truly are. Out of the 749,500 struck during those first 2 weeks before the design change, there are just 39,524 known to exist today in any grade with NGC or PCGS. To put that into perspective, if you compare it to the 749,500, it breaks down to just 1 in every 204 coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint with the 8 tail feather design in 1878. If you break that down to a percentage, it's less than half of a single percent of the entire mintage. The actual number is 0.499% of the mintage. When you can find this coin with our competition in true uncirculated condition, it would cost you upwards of $670. We are more than $320 less than them at just $349.95. When it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always important. And this coin is the first Morgan dollar ever struck. And it also holds the dual moniker of being the first mistake in the Morgan dollar series. While not officially an error coin, many would argue the design they chose was an error by the United States Mint. So while technically it is a variety and a different design of the Morgan dollar, many like to consider it the first mistake in the series. And when it comes to Morgan dollars, some of those error coins are more sought after than the originals themselves. These 1878 short-lived silver dollars are some of the most sought after in the series today, especially after we saw the re-release of the Morgan dollar in 2021 and then again in 2023. The originals are now more sought after than ever, and these are the originals. The very first Morgan dollars ever struck, and it was a sign of what was coming ahead, where they made a mistake that ended up creating one of the more beloved collector's coins in U.S. mint history. The Morgan silver dollar is the true silver dollar of the American Wild West, and that has made it an iconic piece of U.S. minting history. If it wasn't for the Silver Eagle's popularity across the world as a whole, it could easily be argued it is the most popular silver dollar in United States mint history. And when it comes to U.S. minting history, we're talking about 230 plus years. So that is saying something. These silver dollars were the same ones you would see in those bags in the spaghetti westerns that bank robbers were carrying off of stagecoaches or out of the banks themselves. That's made them iconic pieces of both U.S. minting history and American history. Excuse me. And these are the original McCoys. The stunning Morgan silver dollar, and we are just $349.95 while our supplies last. When these coins were released, it was a major public issue for the United States Mint. It's why they reacted so quickly, changing the design after 14 days of striking. Yet despite changing the design so quickly, they still made almost $750,000 total coins. Yet very few exist today in any condition whatsoever. We're talking less than 0.5% of the entire mintage. Just one additional tail feather ended up making one of the bigger mistakes in U.S. mint history, and it kicked off the brand new silver dollar series on a bit of a sour note. The Morgan silver dollar's resurgence and return after a 100-year hiatus have made them some of the most popular silver dollars in collecting today, only second to the stunning 1-ounce silver eagle. These coins are all in beautiful, uncirculated condition and have been hand-selected by one of us at a coin show to meet our strict eye appeal and quality standards. There's nothing worse than getting a coin as rare as the 1878 and not having it be a blast white, beautiful, uncirculated coin like you can see here. We are more than $320 less than our nearest competition is asking for the same stunning silver dollar. And at well over $300 off, these coins are not going to last. Every time we bring out one of these original mistake Morgans from 1878, they sell out almost immediately. And at that good of value tonight, these are not going to last long. So please call in now while you can, because before long, these stunning silver dollars are going to be almost impossible to find. And you'll be kicking yourselves if you miss out on the chance to grab this stunning silver dollar in beautiful, uncirculated condition, while also saving over $320. That being said, the phone lines are a bit backed up and it is time for us to be moving on. So let's see what's coming up next.